4 fucking minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fucking minutes until Luffy's recovered. But then we'll get to that. So here we have Lord of Shadows right here, right now, doing the 1 minute 787 chapter review. So, as we see at the end of the chapter 786, when Sabo gave a fucking good leg strike to Jesus Burgess. In chapter 787, we have Burgess just lying down, and you know, everybody see that Sabo's coming to rescue his little bro, and it's naturally. And then you had everyone was shocking, you know, it seemed like it's him, the 3-star prisoner, and of course, second in command of Revolutionary Army, Sabo. And there is when you have Sabo with his fucking pipe, pointing to Burgess, and he said, "I'm Sabo, second in command of Revolutionary Army, and Star Luffy is my little bro, my little brother, little bro." And he said, "You know, what the fuck business do you have with him? What do you want with him and everything?" And there's where it happened. It's really is a coincidence because because this scene, you know, when Burgess was, you know, questioning Straw, your brother. I mean, he said, I heard that. I feel like I heard that before. And there's when you have, you know, Sabo saying that Fire Fist Ace used to say that too, didn't he? Well, then we are the 3 mighty brothers. Today. And there's where you have, you know, that's where remind me that scene. Because if you remember the Banara incident, you know, the Banara when Ace was fighting Blackbeard, Ace was saying exactly the same shit to Blackbeard. You know, that he is Luffy's brother. So that's what. So that's where the scene when he was Sabo was arguing with Burgess reminds me of that. And there's what, and like I said, Sabo said to Burgess that the Banara incident and the Blackbeard pirates who captured Ace, there were the motherfuckers who started that horrible summit war, the Whitebeard war, against Marineford. Motherfucker Blackbeard. I mean, he is, well, some kind of, well, for some of the people, he's some kind of a stupid Blackbeard, but he's not that stupid. I mean, yeah, he's really intelligent. I mean, he's a really good tactician, Blackbeard. He really is, because he played all day long. You know, he killed Thatch to take the Yami Nomi. Then to create his own crew. Then when he saw the bounty on Luffy and the opportunity to become a Shichibukai, he goes after Luffy, and of course he sacrificed himself on the Banana Island. You know, and Blackbeard used that opportunity. You know, of course, to defeat him and capture him like he was trying to do with Luffy. Take him to the world government. They give him a title as a Shichibukai. Then he goes to Impel Down and take the rest of his crew. And we know who that is: Katarina Deno, Matsuko Shot, Shiryu, Wolf, and Naval Pizarro. And to make a perfect Blackbeard pirates, and go to Marineford and kill Whitebeard. I mean, to take his the Gura Nomi, his Tremor fruit, and then go to the New World, take Whitebeard's place as a Yonko. I mean, I know it's nothing to do with this chapter. I mean, I really like Blackbeard. I mean, he's a very good evil mastermind. I mean, a mastermind, a tactician, and brilliant and ambitious. And so, man, I love this guy. Well, how many times he's evil, I love him. But still, let's go to continue with the chapter, okay? So, and then you have, after, you know, he was telling to Burgess, you know, about Ace and Banaras and everything, then you have another fucking badass move of Sabo when he was saying, well, it was his life, and it's not like I'm only you responsible for it, but because the real one was to blame is Blackbeard, not Burgess. But he said, from now on, I have Luffy's back. I'm gonna protect Luffy's ass, and remember that well. Mark my words. You know, just a look at badass. You know, badass look of Sabo. I mean, all the droid. I mean, motherfucking beautiful, marvelous, what he did. So in the next page of the chapter, now we understand why Burgess wanted to kill Luffy. Because all the time, because you can see, but I will go step by step. When Burgess was saying, no, I don't give a shit about your relationship with him and everything, I don't give a shit. Don't get in my way. I'm gonna kill Luffy and get the Mera Nomi, if you know what I mean. And then you have Sabo using it and said, not even personally. And there you had the fucking freaking shocking face of Burgess, you know, remembering that all this time, now we understand why he wanted to kill him. He wanted the Mera Mera no Mi. He thought that Luffy was the fucking guy who had him. Monkey D. He thought that Monkey D had him. And then he understand. So it was you, motherfucker. It was Sabo all day long. He was the gladiator losing. And even in that point in time, Guts was even shocked to see that he was the one utilizing the Mera Mera fruit. But whatever. There you have. I mean, there you just have shit. Sorry. There you just have shit. There you just have, Luffy and Sabo have a little conversation and everything, and Sabo was just coming, about the injuries what Luffy give from the Flamingo and using Gear 4 and everything, and tries to warn him that the Flamingo's coming from that side, and I think that my hands will be dealing with Burgess. To buy him time, not to let Burgess to kill him and everything. And of course, Luffy just said, no big deal. Even he's how much tired he is. There's no big deal. Guts and his people can buy enough time for me. And of course, my mistake. He called him Cats, not Guts. And he said, just Guts said, it's Guts, not Cats. Because he just mistaken K with a G, or whatever. That's Luffy's business. So and then he said, I will take Mingo down, the Flamingo. I'm going to take down the Flamingo. And of course, just Sabo say, heh, and I'm fucking happy to hear that. Because everybody thought that Sabo was the one who would try to find the Flamingo. And thank God all the, I'm relieved that Sabo said that. And he said, you grown up so well. Alright, I'll leave it to you then. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. That Luffy will fight the Flamingo, of course, naturally, because he's the main protagonist. He's supposed to fight the main antagonist of every single arc, so makes sense. So on all day, Luffy was just asking, Sabo that, so you eating the Mera Mera no Mi fruit, huh, Sabo, huh? And then he said, with a smile, like that. I ain't letting anyone else having what's left of him. And that's naturally true. And there's where you have, the fight between Burgess and Sabo begins. Because like he was said, he was screaming to Luffy that power is screaming to Sabo that power, the Mera Mera no Mi, it's his. He's not gonna take it away from him, and of course he already did because he fucking ate it. And like he said, take care of him then, Guts. And like he said, it's Guts for the third time, and leave it to me. And there you have some kind of thing that Burgess is. I really don't understand how was it? Galleon Lariat. I mean, I don't know because I read the chapter in Manga Panda, so I don't know how much I don't know how much is translated truly, how it's supposed to be, in Manga Panda. So I don't know what the fuck. But the thing how I remember it was Galleon Lariat, some kind of a punch. He tries to give Sabo, and of course he forgets that the Mera Mera no Mi is a Loja del Fruit, so that's why instead of him, he destroyed a fucking building. He destroyed. Wait. He destroyed 1 or 2 buildings. Just crushed him. Flying up and away. Man, this is exactly the same shit what happened in the Benares. When he was taking a big house and just throwing him like it was a toy. Throwing him like it was made of plastic. He just throws to ace. I mean, there's no wonder Burgess is a champion. I mean, if he was going to, for example, if Burgess was going to WrestleMania, I think he would beat every last one of them. That's how I think. I mean, it's just a point of view. It's just a point of view because Burgess, his character is some kind of a wrestler. But whatever, it's just a point of view. Don't make it that serious, okay? So there you have, after all that, another Sabo's flaming dragon's claw fist, and when just Burgess missed him because he was a Logia and everything, he just used the dragon's claw fist, yeah, something like that, yeah, like that, and just with the Mera Mera no Mi, just Fire Flame Dragon King. I don't know if I don't recall that this was Ace's technique, so I suppose that he created it. I think. So he used Fire Flame Dragon King and strike on Burgess' stomach, just flying to the other side of the city, other side of the town. And there you have just exactly the same scene what happened to Blackbeard. He said, it burns. He doesn't stand this fire. Yeah, really, that reminds me of Blackbeard. You know, when Ace was throwing flames in it. Man, really, sometimes I really wonder if Burgess and Blackbeard are related. So then we have a little bit since, you know, we're shocked to see that he blow away Burgess and everything, and there we have Sabo jumping down and trying to go after Burgess and destroy him and defeat him, you know, by Luffy time and everything. And then you have, you know, the second chapter, you have a little bit, you know, I will cut the story short. So I would just say that we have a little bit of conversation between Guts and Luffy. Then, you know, that Guts was wondering that he thought that he was that Lucy all the time, even when he went to Maranomi, and then he explained him that it was Sabo. He was the one who take the devil fruit and the competition before he had, because he had some business to attend to, and of course you know what it is. Kick some ass with against the Flamingo there. So there you have, you know, a little bit of conversation. Then you have Guts, you know, that, you know, we thought that's, you know, like against the rules, and he's supposed to be disqualified and everything, but he said, what the fuck, it's okay, you did a great thing. And then when we have, you know, just Guts, you know, taking Luffy away from the Flamingo, and then you have, out of nowhere, you have a destruction in the middle of the sea, and you can guess only one time who that guy is who destroyed this part of the sea. Don Quixote do Flamingo. Yeah, baby. He was the one using the same awakening technique. I don't remember how was the technique, but he used the same awakening thing, you know, to create the ground to be made of strings, and you can see, you know, like people, you know, just tangling all that string made of it comes from the ground. You know, you can see the heart. You know, all the gladiators who tries to buy time to Luffy, they're all knocked out, full of blood, defeated. I believe some of them are even killed, and some of them are even, you know, just flying on the sky, you know, tangling all the strings made from the ground with the devil fruits awakening Ito Itonomi technique that the Flamingo used. I mean, what the fuck what the fuck everyone was thinking? Gladiators are not on the same level as the Flamingo. I mean, he will, you know, just squash them like bugs, and he did, so to speak. He did. You know, where the hell, you know, everyone was wondering where the hell Doflamingo's get this energy. Why he's so strong like now? I mean, what's happening? I know everybody was thought that he was injured after the Leo Bazooka and all the punches with what Luffy gave him with the Gear 4 and everything. And then you have Doflamingo said, I don't have the energy and the time to waste on small shits like you. Come on outside, I'll show you what regret it looks like. In a subtle way, like I said, Doflamingo wants to make a counterattack to Luffy and knock him out for everything what he's done to him. Naturally. That's like every single villain wants to do with the main hero. And there you have a little bit of scene, you know, just the Strosa, you know, the birdcage, you're just going shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and the old plateau, I mean, all the middle of the town has become a battleground. You know, the bridge is coming, how can I say it? The bridge is shrinking and shrinking, and comes near and near, I mean, closer and closer to the middle of the town, of the plateau. I mean, Luffy doesn't have too much time. I mean, and there we have the last scene, like we understand that Zoro wants to try to stop the birdcage, and then you have Zoro using the Bushoku Haki, and of course Kanjuro and Kinemon, we even got them there. Anyway, they were arguing what they're doing, that it's reckless and everything. So now I understand, because like the Flamingo said, birdcage cannot be destroyed, not be cut. So that's why with his with his swords like that, with that pose like that, he tries to some kind of slow down, not to cut it off, not to cut off the birdcage, but he tries to slow down the birdcage, you know, to not come any nearer. I mean, that's how the picture looks like. I mean, that's how the picture explains. Because like I said, the cage isn't something you can push to stop it. And how would you know that, Zoro asked? Because if you got the time to say things like that, help me out instead, you delusional bastards. And of course, they have to. I mean, he cannot push the birdcage alone. That. And then you have another scene again the Tontata and the Smart Factory and Frankie. But I was really, surprised, because Frankie had a really good idea. Because the factory was made of Kairosaki, I mean the sea stone. And, you know, he and Tata tried to make a plan with their own strength to push the remains of the factory against the birdcage and try to slow it down. I mean, very clever. I mean, sea stone, not destructible, birdcage cannot, you know, cut it into pieces. Very clever. I mean, to push the birdcage, to somehow slow it down, to not come to the middle of the city. And it makes sense. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, that's how I think. So there you have, after all that, you have a little bit more conversation with Nico Robin and Viola, you know, talk about the birdcage. It's possible that the birdcage can be stopped and everything. And Viola, of course, doesn't know, because the only one who knows that is the Flamingo himself. And there you have another scene, you know, again that motherfucker from that casino where Fujitaro was gambling. Yeah, no. Why am I again that motherfucker? Yeah, why? I thought he died. And there you have, you know, him and the rest of the small ranks going on the being on the plateau and shooting on the citizens, that this is the only place where the executives and all of the pirates can go and be you know, safe and like that. And the citizens trying to tell them that the executives are out. I mean, how the hell do they don't know that? The executives, the elite officers are out, are knocked out. They will not come here to the rescue. They're all lying down, injured, badly, unconscious. What the hell he's doing? I mean, he's still using the name of Don Quixote Pirates, and he knows, and everybody knows, that Don Quixote Pirates will be destroyed at the end of the show's arc. I don't know. That's really remind me of Baroque Works. The small ranks when we're trying to say that Baroque Works cannot be broken. That's the same thing what happens here. The Don Quixote Pirates will never be broken. They will be broken. Man. And there you have, you know, when he was trying to shoot citizens, all that little shit, small rank soldier of the Pirates, and there you have, out of nowhere, Korean Coliseum fighters. I mean, you can see they're all injured and everything, but still no active. They're still no alive. And there you have, you know, coming down from the plateau and, you know, trying to, you know, not only protect themselves, but even the citizens. I mean, you have everyone. You have Chinjao, Hairudin, Blue Gilly, Bartolomeo, King Isabello, Sai, Bay 5, Kiros, Olympus. You have everyone. Everyone. You know, everyone was happy to see them and everything. And everyone was wondering, you know, actually Hairudin and Damaga was wondering how they can move. I mean, after all that injuries and everything. And there you have explained that, of course, that Mancheri give them the healing power so they can, you know, move like nothing happens and everything. And there you have, you know, there are scenes, you know, no, their plans not only try to survive, but even tries to slow down the birdcage and everything. And aside, of course, and that everyone who don't dare lose your balls now, all those that still have some fight spirits in their own bodies, come with me. And there you have the fucking Baby 5, you know, Kya! Oh, my lord. The same, oh, come on. I really disagree with that relationship. I really disagree. But whatever. Fuck it. That's the thing. So there you have, you know, after the old critical sim fighters are all gathering up and everything, there are those small scenes, you know, all the fights will happen, the birdcage is coming near, closer and closer. Zoro, Kanjuro, and Kinemon, and Frankie and the Tondata King is trying to slow down the birdcage, so they can buy to Luffy enough time to recover. And even that's exactly the same plan with the Korea Coliseum, instead not only to survive but to slow down the birdcage. Piece of cake. I mean, it will not be a piece of cake but everything. But and we have a little bit small scene, you know, Sabo fighting against Burgess. Whee! And there you have, you know, just after all of that, you know, everyone's screaming and everything in terror because the birdcage is really shrinking and shrinking, and now her shape, it looks like a fucking lemon, half of the lemon. So you can see that they really don't have too much time. They really have a really small time to destroy the birdcage. And there you have a little small scene, you know, of Doflamingo just saying, "Come out, Straw Hat," you know, because he's hiding because Guts is just running all across the town with Luffy just to give him time to recover. And there you have, like I said, you have fucking 4 minutes. So from the last chapter past 6 minutes, so it means that 4 minutes is left to Luffy's recover. So maybe we have a big possibility to see Luffy recover in the next chapter. We have a big. I don't know. It's a big possibility, but it's, yeah, fuck it. It's a big possibility that we can see Luffy recovering in the next chapter. And really have to. I mean, he had to really defeat the Flamingo very quickly, because the birdcage is really going smaller and smaller and smaller and thinner. Because now it looks like a shape of a lemon. So, Luffy, hurry up! For God's sake, there shows less hope, like he was for Alabasta. But don't worry, because he will defeat the Flamingo and everything, because it's always happened. Every single shit will happen in One Piece. I mean, for God's sake, it's One Piece. So, but that's it. So after all, yeah, I'm done. So I said everything. Like I said, the chapter was overall simple but good. So I will give him a nice, well, yeah, 8 out of 10. A good plus 8 out of 10. It's quite enough for this chapter. So here I am, done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, give me your thoughts on this, what you personally think about this chapter, how the fight was going on. Do you think that Luffy will recover in the next chapter after all these 4 minutes? Will he actually save Dressrosa and everything? Yeah, that's a very stupid question. Of course he will. So peace everyone, have an awesome day. Lord Shadows signing off. See you around.